What's going on, people? It's Louis TC, Louis Torstrom at the Fitnesspog, however you know me, coming at you today. And on today's episode of POG Vlogs, or my weekly pick'ems, we're going to be talking about how I did on my week 2 picks and and my picks of what I'm doing for week 3. Alright, so we have my results from last week. I went 9-7, so for the year I'm at 16-16. There's a couple games that have been going on this year that are like really throwing me off, like Vikings and Packers tying, Steelers and Browns tying. The Bucks are playing like they're the Patriots, and the Patriots are playing like they're the Bucks this year. I don't get what's going on, but hopefully I have a little bit more of a semblance of what the teams are looking like. You got the Rams looking like they're the best team ever right now the way they're playing. But let's see if I can pick a little better this week for week 3. Start us off for Thursday Night Football. We got the Jets visiting the Cleveland Browns. Now, both of these teams have kind of been like, they've been who we all thought they are, and they've been overproducing at the same time. Jets, week 1 looked amazing. Week 2, they looked like the Jets. Browns, week 1, they tied with the Steelers, and then week 2, they kind of look like the Browns again. But they still look a lot better than what the Browns have been. Now, both of these teams are kind of on the I don't know bubble. But I gotta go with the Browns this week. We also have the Saints visiting the Falcons. Now, both of these teams, again, one of those things up and down. Kind of hard to pick. I mean, they always play each other tough. The division rivals, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe they're division rivals. I'm not the hugest football fan. I mean, I like it, but I don't know everything about it. I'm pretty sure they're division rivals. But yes, both teams are going to be playing each other tough. Falcons are at home. Falcons' top running back is hurt. Devontae Freeman, I want to say his name is. He's hurt. Kamara's still doing great. This one's kind of a toss-up for me, but I'm going to pick the Saints to win on the road. Then you got the Packers at the Redskins. Adrian Peterson got bottled up last week. Packers don't have quite as good of a defense as the team that the Redskins played last week. I can't remember who they played, but yeah, I'm not expecting Adrian Peterson to be Adrian Peterson this year. I was a little excited because of week 1 he did a lot better than what I expected him to do. He looked like the old AP, but I'm not expecting that from him. Packers are playing decent without defense. They keep getting hit with these defensive penalties that everyone's getting mad at because they're getting rough in the passer and stuff. Not realizing Packer fans that the reason all of those roughing the passer penalties are there is because of your quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. That's why those things are there. Yeah, it may have started with Brady when he tore his ACL, but really the past few years is because of your quarterback. But because of that, I still got to pick the Packers, even though they've been kind of underachieving. Aaron Rodgers has the most touchdown passes out of any quarterbacks, I believe, at this point of the year. So I'm going with the Packers. Then we got the Colts visiting the Eagles. Now, the Eagles have Carson Wentz back, and I believe he is starting this week. So a lot of people are going to be excited about that, especially Eagles fans, especially the way their offense has been going the past 2 weeks. It looks like Nick Foles' magic is kind of worn off a little bit, but we'll see how they play. Picked the Eagles last week, and they kind of let me down a little bit. But with Wentz back, I feel like they're going to be a little energized. They're going to be ready to go. They don't want to let their starting quarterback down. So I got to go with the Eagles on this one. Then you got the Bills visiting the Vikings. Now, the Vikings were supposed to win last week, but if they had a kicker, yeah, they would have won. Seems like the Vikings have a lot of history with kickers messing with them. Sorry, Vikings fans. But yes, this game, Bills visiting Vikings. Vikings are still a really good team. Bills are like, I don't know what's going on with the Bills. But definitely, I got to pick the Vikings for this one. Then you got the Raiders visiting the Dolphins. Now, both of these teams have been, I don't know, but the Raiders kind of looked last week like they're starting to try and put some things together. They really gave Cooper the ball last week, so that's always good to see. Oh, excuse me, Alex. I don't think I just watched some of these videos. And then you got the Dolphins, who they won last week, but it wasn't in like dominating fashion. So it's kind of a toss-up between them two. But you know what? I'm going to trust them. I'm picking the Raiders to win their first game. Then we have another tough pick between the Denver Broncos visiting the Baltimore Ravens. Now, Broncos, they're surprisingly 2-0 right now. Well, not surprisingly. On paper, they should have lost to the Seahawks, but now that you see the Seahawks have no semblance of an offensive line, and I believe there's a new NFL rule they got put in that you have to count alligators, 7 alligators before you're allowed to rush the quarterback against the Seahawks, just to make it fair. And the Broncos defense still looks like the Broncos defense. They're still playing really well. Ravens have been kind of all over the place. They were the Baltimore Ravens in week 1. They were the Vista Del Lago Ravens in week 2. Some of you may get that, some of you may not. Either way, all I'm saying is the Ravens haven't looked like the Ravens. But I'm definitely having a little tough time going with this. Some of my friends are going to be excited for this. And I don't know any Ravens fans, but I'm going with the Broncos. Then you got the Bengals visiting the Panthers. Now the Bengals have been playing amazing. They look great. A lot of people didn't expect this from the Bengals. I didn't expect this from the Bengals. Panthers have kind of looked like the Panthers. I mean, ever since Cam got those concussions, he hasn't been MVP Cam since. So this is a tough one. Carolina's at home. Carolina's been playing decent though. It's not like they've been playing terrible, but they've been playing decent. The Bengals have just been playing crazy. Until somebody finds out a way to stop AJ Green, I gotta pick the Bengals. Then you got the Giants at the Texans. I'm picking the Texans. I don't need it. Then you have the Titans versus the Jaguars, and just like the last game that I picked, I'm picking the Jaguars. I don't need an explanation for that. Then you got the 49ers visiting the Chiefs. Another easy pick for me. I'm going with the Chiefs. And then you got Battle of Los Angeles, LA Chargers versus LA Rams. Now, until somebody gives me a legit reason to pick against them, I have to pick the Rams on this, but I am interested in how this game's gonna go. This should be a really good game, but I still gotta pick the Rams. Then you got the Cowboys at the Seahawks. Now the Cowboys have been struggling a little bit defensively. Seahawks have been struggling a little bit everywhere. But yeah, Seahawks are at home, but I like the way Dakota's been playing, and they still got Zeke back there. I gotta pick the Cowboys this week. And then you got the Bears visiting the Cardinals. Now, this is 3 straight weeks that the Cardinals have had to play a relatively tough defense. And it's making me worried a little bit about David Johnson, but I did hear some good things about it. The coaching staff is a little upset the way they've been doing the play calling. So they're looking to get David Johnson out into open space, so they're going to be looking to pass him the ball out on the flats a little more. I don't know if it's really going to matter this week because the way the Bears defense is playing, they're playing fucking amazing. Ooh, excuse that language. But they're playing amazing. I mean, they put it that way. Their defense is playing great. I haven't seen somebody as good at linebacker as Khalil Mack since I've seen Bobby Boucher Jr. play. But, I mean, it's amazing. But I got to pick the Bears on this one. I just really hope David Johnson goes off this one. Then you got the Patriots visiting the Lions. Now, I don't know how they keep doing this, but Patriots, your front office is amazing. You keep stealing these deep threat receivers for 4th round picks and 5th round picks and 3rd and 4th round picks packaged together. Like, it's crazy how these guys keep stealing deep threat receivers. So Brady's got a legitimate deep threat in Josh Gordon, depending on how well he's able to pick up the playbook. But I'm excited for that. Not so much that we have Josh Gordon, it's just you can't double team Gronk now because you have Josh Gordon out there. Whether he's just going to be a decoy or they're actually going to throw it to him, Gronk's going to have a great game regardless. Gordon might have a good one too. Maybe go grab him for your fantasy if you want. But Gronk owners should be happy. Patriots are taking this one. Then you got the Steelers visiting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now there's been a lot of turmoil going on in Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown saying, trade me. Le'Veon Bell saying, I ain't playing. And the Steelers haven't been playing that well overall. And then again, week 1, they peed the bed. Week 2, granted they had a really tough team against the Chiefs, but they did look a little better. But Juju had a game, but Antonio Brown didn't really get what he wanted. He wanted more looks. He was very upset. He was yelling at their offensive coordinator. He didn't show up to practice on Monday. That same day he said, trade me then. Today or yesterday, I guess he came out and said, you know what, you guys are blowing everything out of proportion. I was upset, whatever. I was just answering a troll. So it's really hard to pick the Steelers at the moment. And the Bucks have Ryan Fitzpatrick, who he looks like he's Conor McGregor's older brother or something like that. Because that guy, he's walking with a swagger right now. Bucks are playing really well. This is a little bit of a toss-up between them, but I'm going to take a gamble on this pick and pick the Bucks. Well, there you have it. Those are my picks this week. Go ahead, comment down below what you think. Let me know what picks you think I got wrong. Let me know how much I agree with you. Curse me out for not picking your team this week if I didn't. But also, while you're doing all that, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you guys see when my new videos come up. I'm going to study for this biology test that I have later on today. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Laters.